Hello everyone, I am Dr. Dheeraj Kumar, working as Assistant Professor in Department of Zoology, Rameswar Mahavidyalaya, Muzaffarpur. Today I am going to talk about cell cycle and cell division. We all know that cell is the structural and functional unit of living organism. And cell theory says that all organisms are made up of cell or cells. But this origin of new cell, this is given by Rodolphe Virchow, and he said omnicellula is cellular, and the meaning of that sentence is that new cell arises from pre-existing cell. So we all know that cell divides and form a group of cell which is known as tissue, and tissue forms organs, and different organs combine to form organ system, and finally organism. And so this is the mechanism of division of cells. So suppose this is a dividing cell which is known as pre-existing cell, and it is also known as mother cell. So when this cell mother cell divides, it produces daughter cells. So cell cycle says that the sequence of events which occur during the process of cell division is known as cell cycle. So suppose this is a mother cell and which is dividing. So cell growth as well as cell division, these two events occur during the process of cell cycle, and finally two daughter cells are produced. So this is the diagrammatic representation of cell cycle, and this is the mother cell. Uh, this cell is dividing, so it will passes through it passes through different phases, and finally it produces daughter cells. So these phases are divided broadly into interphase, and it is also called preparatory phase, and the second phase is M phase, which is the real phase of division. So again, interphase is divided into G1 phase, S phase, and G2 phase. And in G1, various proteins and RNAs are synthesized, which are used for the process of preparation. In S phase, the DNA replicates, and finally in G2 phase, again protein, RNA, and protein synthesis take place. And finally, this M phase is further divided into prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, cytokinesis, and ultimately daughter cells are produced. So this is the story of dividing cells. But suppose the cells which are non-dividing, they will exit from this cell cycle and they enter into a phase which is known as G0 phase, or it is also known as quiescent phase. So non-dividing cells are found in this particular phase. So in during embryonic stage, most of the cells are dividing, but in case of adult, the most of the cells are non-dividing. So suppose this is the diagrammatic representation. In G1, single DNA molecule is there, and in S phase, DNA replication takes place, and ultimately in G2 phase, two DNA molecules are produced from the single daughter cells. So again, the interphase, like it is metabolically highly active phase, and it is longest phase, and it is divided into G1, S, and G2 phase. G1 phase, or it is also known as gap phase or pre-DNA synthesis phase. Here, growth of cell, extensive cellular synthesis, formation of mitochondria, chloroplast, Golgi, etc., synthesis of RNA and various structural and enzymatic proteins take place. S phase, here DNA replication, duplication of centriole, and synthesis of histone proteins uh, uh, protein take place. And again in G2 phase, synthesis of RNA and protein, particularly this tubulin protein is synthesized in case of G2 phase. So in M phase, which is further divided into karyokinesis, means division of nucleus, and cytokinesis means division of cytoplasm. So this karyokinesis is further divided into prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. And this cytokinesis is not divided, and when the cytokinesis takes place, daughter cells are produced. So the duration of cell cycle varies from one organism to other organisms. So for example, human cells, human cells in culture divides in 24 hours. And if we see the different phases of interphase, like G1, it takes 10 hours, and S phase takes around 9 hours. Similarly, G2 phase takes around 4 hours. And so real division which takes place in M phase, it takes only 1 hour. So for example, other organisms like yeast, it requires 90 minutes for the completion of division, and bacteria it requires 20 minutes of division. Thank you.